Good evening, my loyal Costamaniacs. Tonight, as usual, it's me, the archfiend himself, Uncle Chuckie, of whom it is said, whenever there is evil in the world, my footsteps are there. And at the other end, instrument maker extraordinary Doc Mulder, otherwise known as Brad. And how are you tonight, Brad?
Oh, I'm doing fine, sir. I'm
Brad?
doing fine. Can't complain too bad. Hello, you can hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm doing fine. Can't complain too bad. Just been working, building a bunch of stuff. Saw my buddy David Long yesterday, and these grids or patterns, whatever that he's been working
Uh-huh.
on the last few months, and I don't know, very interesting stuff. I from one of the machines that I built for he and his sidekick friend, and so yeah, I think that stuff is. But other than that, nothing major. Just building machines. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, yeah, I've been kind of taking it easy here, largely because the weather hasn't been conducive to much of anything else. It's been hot, muggy, and so anyway, Brad, do you have any feelings about the latest scandal in the world, the death, somewhat anticipated death of Mr. Epstein?
Um, well, I
Other
find
than
it
good
very
riddance to bad
interesting.
rubbish.
Yeah, I agree. Apparently, the videotape was conveniently cut off during the time of the of his hanging. So that's interesting.
How
Everybody was just
convenient.
yeah, how convenient. So I'm assuming it was probably an Arkansas type situation
I
where
would think it's a good term, Arkansas. Yes, yes.
yeah, yeah. So I think that was probably it. I mean, his good buddy Bill Clinton, uh, former president of the United States, had taken numerous trips down there to the Caribbean to see his good buddy Jeffrey
Yeah,
Epstein.
I
So
mean, the climate's nice. It's a way to avoid winter. It makes perfectly good sense.
oh yeah, and
Yeah,
then
I mean, you can't fault someone for wanting to get away from winter.
yeah, and then you got Kevin Spacey tagging along with Bill, going
Just
down there.
about everybody that was everybody. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Kevin Spacey doesn't really have the greatest reputation in the world for being, a hands-off kind of a guy.
No, no. Well, hell, none of them are. Hell, none of them are. Well, I think that was just so incredibly convenient that they lost, what was it, 17 minutes of videotape.
Oh hell.
And I wonder how many people will catch that reference.
Oh
Um,
yeah, yeah. I guess the Nixon's secretary was in charge of all the video recordings over there at the jail. Okay,
yeah.
fantastic.
Yep.
Oh God. Oh man, I tell you. Yeah, that's really convenient. I'm sure nothing to see here. Move on. That kind of
Oh, there's
situation.
nothing going on. It's, just one of these things. Save the taxpayers the cost of the trial. No reason anyone should care about it. Well,
Oh, yeah, yeah. Even Prince Andrew is in charge of this.
yeah,
Basically, may have charges
yeah,
concerning
I know. Well,
trips down there.
I am certain nothing will come of that.
Right?
Uh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ah,
The British government will not allow a member of the royal family to be charged with anything. We know
yeah,
that. You know,
yeah. Well,
I mean
you've
that's
heard
when
of the.
prosecutors get killed. You
Oh
know?
yeah, yeah, oh yeah. Well, you've heard of Jimmy Sable, right? You know who this guy is or
No.
was. Oh, he was a good friend of Prince Charles.
Oh, Seville, Jimmy Seville. Yeah,
Seville. Excuse me.
yeah.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
he's English. It's hard. He was English.
I thought it was
It's hard
Sable.
to figure out how to pronounce it. Jimmy
Yeah.
the Mop.
Jimmy the pedophile and
Yeah, he was.
necrophiliac.
Oh my God! Yeah, he was a friend of everybody.
Oh God.
He was
Hey.
a really good friend of the Pope.
Oh yeah. And if you're the prince of, if you're Prince Charles, I am assuming that everybody comes in contact with you had a thorough background check, and people were aware of the kind of things that this gentleman was involved in.
Oh, they knew.
Uh,
They knew.
They knew, and yeah,
Well,
he's
they
still
were
like
helping.
best, but oh God,
He was look. It's simple. Seville was providing the little boys for everybody.
oh God. I tell you, it's amazing. It's amazing. There was a psychic that predicted something really big was going to happen on August the 10th, and it was going to be the start of something. And oh yeah, her name was Samantha Jane James, as the is the name she goes by. And she predicted on August the 10th there's something really major was going to happen in the news. And I would say that this Jeffrey Epstein thing is pretty big. This thing
I
actually
would think
has.
so. I would think so. Yeah, she, of course, predicting something major will happen in the news on any given date. The odds favor it. But
Well,
still,
because
I mean, yeah, this is a really interesting story, especially since it seems to involve everyone in the world.
yeah, exactly. I'm anxious to see the kind of people that actually flew down there who were friends of this guy, who actually did business deals with him, or went to go out and party with him, that kind of thing. Who were his buddies? I mean, because apparently he had like an international list of all these high big
Oh,
wigs, whatever.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. At least two presidents. Um,
Oh God.
yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh man, I even heard that that Bill's lovely wife Hillary went down there
Oh,
a
yeah.
time or two with her girlfriend.
Oh, sure. She was down
Hoover.
there. I mean, they
Yeah,
were all down there.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Her girlfriend. Yeah, Anthony Weiner's wife.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I tell you, and nobody thinks there's anything strange about this. That when you see kind of the pieces coming together, and everybody, that doesn't ring any bells. That doesn't kind of, you can't like put, like
Well, it's sort
one
of
in.
like this. It's like they've all fallen into this big net.
Oh yeah, I gotta say, Trump's a genius. I think this was his man.
He was there too.
Oh no, he never went down to Pedophile Island. He did get on a plane with Epstein's. I think it might have been Epstein's son, going up to New Jersey, and that's the only thing they have
Well, that's
Trump
what they're
connected with.
saying. But the truth of
That's
the
what they're
matter,
saying.
you got to understand this. When the
Mm-hmm.
Clintons were president, everyone was friends.
Yeah,
Donald
yeah.
Trump was good friends with Bill and Hillary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
you got to understand what you're looking at here now is this falling out of old friends. But at the time, they were really close.
Yeah.
So we
But.
have to be honest. No, we have to be honest here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if
Well,
if the net includes Donald, it includes him.
yeah. I'd like to see how far that goes. Frankly, my gut
We'll
tells
see. We'll see.
me
But I
not
mean,
so close.
I know enough about politics and politicians and the people in that world to, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Oh well. Um, Something just tells me that this, all this stuff going down, and all these pedophiles being arrested, that if Trump was involved in this at all, there, the Justice Department and numerous other agencies would not be involved in the crackdown. And there's something seriously going on here. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. We don't know. We don't know.
yeah,
I mean, there is some evidence that it wasn't even Epstein's body that was being pulled out of the prison.
nothing would surprise me.
Nothing. This is the craziest thing since the disappearance of Jimmy Hoffa.
Oh yeah, I mean, hey, if Hillary
So
Clinton can have a
Epstein could
body
be in the
double,
Federal Witness Protection Program. This could have all been arranged.
oh yeah, exactly. I
Maybe
look at
he's
it
not
this
even
way:
dead.
if
We don't know.
yeah, well, when Hillary Clinton collapsed on that September 11th memorial back in 2016,
Damn, that
and
was close.
oh yeah, and
Christopher
then an
Nolan again.
hour, yeah, oh yeah. I mean, this woman looked like she had died right there, and they were dragging her in the van. I mean, she looked like she was ready to be,
And
for
she
an
came
autopsy.
back.
And yeah, and yeah, exactly. Like within an hour, you got this quote unquote Hillary's out there in the front, nobody can get close to her. She's just like basically tap dancing on the pavement. Oh, she's doing so well. And I'm thinking to myself, she was never that active. I mean, even when she was,
not even when she was young. No, I mean, obviously, there are games that are being played, so who knows what's going on? I think it's absolutely fascinating. Um, you know,
yeah. Well, the point of it is, body doubles that is a viable option, I would say, and anything's possible with this Jeffrey Epstein. Anything's possible.
sure. I mean,
yeah.
it is entirely conceivable that his death was faked. They found somebody that looked just enough like him to show the body and put him on an airplane to somewhere in Colorado, where now he's giving evidence against all kinds of people, like when Jimmy Hoffa supposedly died.
Yeah.
And next year, all these Teamsters Union officials were being indicted.
Oh yeah, I heard that. What's her name? Wasserman Schultz. She's out of Florida. That that woman that looks like she has the greasy hair all the time. What the hell is her name?
It looks like she stuck her finger in a socket or something. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that is not a pretty woman. But apparently she is talking like a bird right now about something. The rumor has it.
Believe me, I'm sure everyone close to anybody is having a bird about something.
Oh yeah. So I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on, behind the scenes. Really, but you and I were discussing Trump a long time ago. This is before we ever decided to do a podcast, and we're saying, we hope Trump gets elected because we're going to enjoy the show. And that is absolutely correct, Chuck. I have been enjoying the show. This is one of the most entertaining presidencies I've ever seen.
This has been, I mean, presidencies tend to be pretty boring because presidents are generally pretty boring. And one thing you have to admit about Trump, love him or hate him, the guy is entertaining.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, hell, he's dragging out like 20,000 people, and you have to turn people away from these like we have these little rallies. You get a Democratic presidential candidate out there. I mean, he's lucky. Yeah, he's lucky if he could drag in 50 or 60, and so it's I like this. I just think it's amusing, and I like watching the way both Republicans and Democrats act toward him.
It's like.
It's just hilarious because
when Trump was running,
mm-hmm.
and I was one of the few people publicly predicting he was going to win.
Same here. I was saying the same thing to all my friends. Same thing.
And I was on Twitter with a comedy writer, and he was, of course, very anti-Trump. And I said, look this way. If Trump wins, your fortune is made. The man is just a wealth of material.
Oh yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
And the thing about I've noticed with this guy, everything he says, there's a meaning behind everything. There's always a double entendre behind everything he says. You don't know exactly how to take it or what he is referring to, but in the back of your mind, he's saying something really important. You can't really put your finger on it.
Yes.
I think so. Yeah, I've heard this guy. Are you aware of Q? Have you ever followed?
I try not to be.
Okay. The rumor has it that Trump is involved with that, along with some people in military intelligence.
Like I say, nothing would surprise me.
Yeah, I mean, I have a good friend of mine, and he follows Q also. And I think I told you about him before. The guy worked with the CIA, and he's read. He follows Q. And he told me that whoever's doing this, he says, for one thing for sure, whoever is doing this, they are definitely involved in some kind of a high rank with a high level of intelligence, or some kind of a psychological operation. And
I honestly don't follow that stuff all that much because I don't have the time.
Okay.
So I really can't say. I'm up to my neck in work most of the time, either inventing or researching or generally whenever something evil happens in the world, I'm involved causing it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like
Oh man, I mean,
I
there's a
mean,
certain
spreading chaos to the whole world is a lot of work. It really is. There's no rest for the wicked.
yeah.
I should have listened when I was young. No, there is no rest for the wicked. Ah, yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you, it's because of two customers that I had, selling them, radionics machines. Two customers is what motivated me to basically set my sights toward a region of the world that's not very popular right now.
All of them?
No, well, there's one that's very dry and
Oh,
has a
yes,
lot of.
yes,
Uh,
yes.
yeah.
I thought
Okay,
you were always working on that.
I know, but I was motivated by a couple of people to kind of steer my sights towards something productive, and that was what it was. And I have to say that this little operation, which has been going on for years, it's been
I
going on
know.
literally, and but every month, it seems like or every month or every other month, I get like a nice little surprise, from the international news, and some little strange ass thing happens out in the middle of nowhere, and it just kind of I find it rewarding, and it makes me want to continue.
Yeah. Whereas, sometimes, whenever I get bored, I put a map of the Earth up on the dartboard and throw a dart, and wherever it hits,
Yeah.
we'll make life interesting there.
Oh yeah, yeah. Hey, is South America still where it's supposed to be? Just
uh,
wondering. Oh,
yeah, it hasn't sunk yet. Yeah.
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have another Mandela effect, but it's a little after your time. You wouldn't know the
No,
song.
what will happen? Yeah, the Mandela effect is that South America didn't sink or something. Yeah, and it'll be wrong, which is of course the point of the Mandela effect. It's wrong.
Okay.
Ah,
All right. No,
gotcha.
uh, no. I'm just,
It is the strangest thing because people talk about the stuff with the Mandela effect. I've never heard of anything they're talking about.
I'll give you an
So
example.
whatever this collective weirdness is, I must be immune to it.
I'm gonna give them my latest Mandela effect, which
Oh, you're
really,
late. Well, okay.
okay, yeah, and this is a little bit like I said, this famous song from a group called Queen. They started back in the '70s. They were really popular in the '70s and the
I
'80s.
have vaguely
Uh,
heard of them.
okay, they did a song called "We Are the Champions," and the very last, and this is where the Mandela effect comes into play. The very last line of that song, I've heard it on the radio because they used to play it a million times. It's hard to escape it.
Oh, you listen to the
Yeah,
radio.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, way back in the olden days,
See,
yeah.
I vaguely remember the name of it. I think I might have heard it on MTV once and blanked it out.
Yeah, no worries, no big loss.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, again, these are the things, that I don't know.
Okay, all right. Well, this is from the audience, people who actually know the song. The way I remember it was, it says the very last two lines are "We are the champions," and the very last thing he says of the world. Now, because of the Mandela effect, the last line of the world no longer exists. I remember that line like it was yesterday. I know it existed. I know it was there. It no longer exists. And that's a
That's
song.
nice.
Yeah, I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. And I'm not the only one. I am not the only
If you
one
say
that
so.
remembers it that way.
Well,
And
there is a way to prove that one way or the other. There are people around who have recordings from it from way back,
yeah.
and all
Oh
they have
yeah.
to do is play the recording back
I mean,
then and see how it turns out.
well, it doesn't make any difference whether it's videotape or DVD or Blu-ray disc. It doesn't make any difference. They're all the same. It doesn't make any difference what the age is. It's all the same. I mean, now I don't ever remember in The Wizard of Oz the Scarecrow having a gun when they were going to see the wicked was it the Wicked Witch of the West or whatever the hell it was.
Like I
And
say, I don't know because I didn't. I was so little when it was so long ago that I saw that movie that his Scarecrow could have had a 40 millimeter Buffer's gun for all I know.
oh, I get it. I get it. I get it.
Which would have actually made a more interesting movie.
I get it.
A
But like I said,
Buffer's gun firing water balloons.
yeah. But this is a very deep thing. I mean, I know that basically our job is to talk about radionics. This is kind of like
It is.
a little bit on the a
When
little bit
do
on
we
the
talk
woo
about
side.
radionics? Really?
That's what it's
Have we ever talked
supposedly
about
be trying to
radionics
do.
and how easy it is to send a suicide subliminal into somebody's subconscious when they're in prison? I mean, no, we never talk about that. I mean, all you had to
Oh,
do was take a picture of the good Mr. Epstein and set it up to the machine to broadcast to him and play the theme from MASH.
oh. Well, and I heard, I don't know if this is
Do,
what he
do,
was
do,
wearing.
do, do, do. Yep, yep.
Yeah. But they had this, the cell, especially if you're on suicide watch. I heard this from a guy who,
Yes, yeah. Well, then they stopped it for some reason or other, didn't they?
yeah, how convenient. But when they had on suicide watch, I heard about
Super
the clothes.
convenient. I mean, it just, one of these things.
Yeah,
They do things like that. They're dumb.
yeah. And I heard like the clothes that it gave him to wear, like on suicide watch. I didn't realize this. I was kind of curious. I mean, what prevents a prisoner from making a rope out of
Yeah, they
their.
make it out of paper. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no. What they do is they give them, it's like a Kevlar, body length Kevlar vest. It's something you cannot make a knot into. You can't form it in any way to make a noose or hang it over something. It's like a really stiff, thick material that cannot be cut or punctured or whatever. And I thought that was really fascinating. But yeah, Jeffrey Epstein, I think this is not over with. This is not over with.
Oh,
I mean,
heavens, no. This will last. Hey, this is going to last at least until the next mass shooting,
oh, oh yeah.
which is probably going to be about 4 days.
Nothing would surprise me if this doesn't reach O.J. Simpson proportions. Nothing. It wouldn't surprise me if this goes that
Well,
deep.
this is way beyond O.J. Simpson. I mean, good God. That was just.
Well, I'm just saying, capture the imagination of the United States. Like, what the hell happened to Epstein? This is really convenient.
Yeah, that's. This is going to go down in history like, where is Judge Crater?
Oh God, yeah. And what was that? The Chief Justice that quote unquote got smothered to death by his own pillow.
Oh, yes, Antonin Scalia, yeah, who was murdered. Yes.
Oh no. That was an accident. He had a freak accident while he was.
He had a freak accident, was smothered to death by a pillow. Yeah, while he was sleeping. Yes.
Yeah, that happens all the time.
And I got this really nice bridge for $25.95 for the first 15 callers.
Oh yeah. And and the reason, what happens after he gets bumped out of the way, and if my memory is correct, again, I may be suffering from the Mandela effect here, but if my memory is correct, what happens after he gets out of the way? They bring Roberts, takes place.
Oh no, Roberts had already. No, Roberts was already Chief Justice.
Well, okay. Well, I thought Scalia was Chief Justice.
No. He was Associate Justice.
Okay. So
Roberts had been Chief Justice for a few years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In fact, I think Roberts was a Bush appointee as Chief Justice.
Yeah, and apparently he's also a victim of some kind of blackmail.
Who knows?
This
But
guy.
I mean, the whole Scalia thing was super weird. First he dies, really strange, and then there's no autopsy, and everything just like, what the hell? There is a certain level of suspicion which must be leveled there. And of course, remember, everyone except me expected Hillary to win.
Oh man. Oh yeah.
So they would have assumed, either Obama, even if Obama's fellow didn't get appointed, Hillary's would. And what happened, of course, is Trump won and screwed up everything.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I like to judge a man by his enemies, and he has the right enemies. Oh, jeez, I tell you, it's just it's beautiful.
The whole Scalia thing. Yeah, he probably was murdered. Which was a true tragedy because he wrote the most entertaining opinions.
Oh yeah, it was based upon the Constitution.
I mean, I usually disagree. I almost always disagreed with him, but I loved reading his opinions. They were fun. This is what Uncle Chuckie does in his spare time. He reads Supreme Court opinions. Yeah, people thought I was crazy before. Yep, now they'll be sure of it.
Oh, jeez. Oh, did you read the health care bill?
No.
Okay.
No, are you kidding? In fact, it was funny. I was at a club. Don and I were at a club, and a friend of ours asked what I thought of the health care bill. And I said, I have no idea what's in the health care bill. I don't have an opinion. I don't know anything about it.
Man, how big was that thing? It was like 11,000 pages or something.
I don't know if it was, but it was mass. 25,000 pages, I think, or something.
Oh, for a healthcare bill.
Yeah.
Oh man,
It was absolutely crazy. I mean, to this day, no one knows what's in it.
I'd like to know how many freaking lawyers were involved in writing that thing up.
How many lawyers are in Washington?
Every one of them.
Every goddamn one of them. It kept them employed for years.
Oh,
it was
God.
the WPA for lawyers. I mean,
man, oh, man. Oh, dude. Yeah, I got a good friend of mine that works, sort of with the State Department, and he goes over contracts. He's an attorney also, but he's a good attorney. He's one of us. He's a good attorney, and he told me you would not believe the amount of graft and the amount of fraud and the amount of waste that is involved in these international contracts the United States makes with foreign countries.
oh, I certainly believe it because remember my background is diplomacy. I know exactly what goes on.
Oh, God. Well, your
Fred, do you know that during the Second World War,
uh-huh.
in Switzerland, there were financial representatives of the United States, England, France, Germany, and Japan met regularly, trading gold back and forth, even while they were at war with each other.
Uh-huh.
And the idea was to keep the world economy stable for after the war ended. Or so they said. But yeah, listen, things go on all the time that people don't know about.
Right.
And it's always been that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, I believe it. I certainly would believe it. Yeah. It would not surprise me a bit. It's like Pope John Paul II meeting for Jimmy Savile for 20 minutes. Private.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Trading choir boys.
Yeah. Everybody likes this guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of really? The world is absolutely. They're insane. I mean, either that or we're just surrounded by a bunch of evil ass people, and I'm not talking like Uncle Chuckie evil. I'm talking about scumbag, gutter trash.
Yeah. People. Yeah. Those are the people who run the planet.
Oh God.
And those are the good people of the bunch.
Oh man.
The underlings are worse.
Yeah. So basically, our jobs is to balance things out just a tad.
That's true. By being badder. Because nobody ever won a conflict by being better than the enemy.
Nah.
Win it by being worse.
Yeah. It always had this little moral argument. Yeah, I know.
It's a bad word.
Yeah, like we were talking about, using radionics to, as a weapon, so to speak. And
there are still people who are bothered by that. I do not understand it.
Well, my logic was
they're insane.
And I think I told you this before, and I'll tell the audience too. My logic it's always been that in World War II, you had the good guys, quote unquote, who were the Americans. You had the bad guys who, quote unquote, were the Germans. All right, the Germans did very bad, vile, hateful.
They did very bad things. Yes,
they did very bad. Yes, they were very naughty. But in order for the Americans to beat them, they had to be just as bad, if not more so, and just as naughty, if not more so, than to beat the.
Absolutely. I mean, you do not overcome an opponent by being better than the opponent. You overcome the opponent by being so bad that the opponent can't even conceive of what you can do.
Yeah, you're doing bad things, but for good reasons.
Yeah, the good reason is winning.
Yeah, well, of course. I
That's
mean,
the only good reason. Winning is not the main thing.
yeah, but you and I,
Winning is the only thing because if you don't win, nothing else is going to matter.
yeah, but we're fighting for truth, justice, in the American way.
Oh please, where's that kryptonite when we need it? Uh, Superman was such a wuss. He really was. Superman was a wimp.
Lois Lane, I think, had
I'm
him
not sure
right.
how they portray him now, but back in the 1950s and before, he was an absolute wimp.
Oh yeah, he has a hair on now.
I mean,
Uh,
he had to have his secret identity. Why? You're Superman.
what the hell, man?
Hey, if you got it, flaunt it.
Yeah, and Lois Lane's always leading him around, telling him what to do. I mean, yeah,
No, what the hell's the matter with this guy?
yeah, she had him whipped. Oh boy,
Yeah,
not the way.
I never could understand that part of Superman. I never could understand that. Uh, it made no sense. He had to be absolutely gutless to have to hide behind Clark Kent.
Yeah,
What does he need Clark Kent for?
they needed a mild mannered reporter from.
What does he need to be a mild mannered reporter for?
I don't know. But he was on the farm according to the movie. He's out on the farm, that kind of thing, and he
Yeah,
was
he's on the
adopted.
farm with Mom, Pa Kent. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. So it all worked out, you know. But
which was like absolutely bizarre. I suppose, yeah, when he was a little infant and they adopted him and everything,
yeah,
he had to learn basic human skills like reading, writing, super strength, supervision, flying, uh, you know, taking
yeah.
a deep breath and blowing somebody he didn't like halfway around the world just for the fun of it.
Yeah. So my question is, was any of this in any of the comic books, like earlier comic books about the how Superman came about? Did they
Yeah,
ever write
God.
any of this? Really?
Oh, sure, there did tons of, yeah, his origin story was, yeah, all over the place, yeah.
Okay, so the
Basically,
original
what
story
happened
was.
is his daddy was Al Gore, okay?
Oh God.
Jor-El was Al Gore. And he predicted that Krypton was going to explode.
Uh-huh.
Unlike Al Gore, he was right, okay?
Okay.
And of course, the super high council supreme scientists of Krypton did not believe him. And so he had his model rocket prepared. The earthquakes come. Krypton is going to explode. There's not enough time to build a rocket. So they stick little Kal-El, who became Superman, into the rocket, lit the fuse, and shot him to Earth. And
Oh,
Krypton goes boom, and pieces of Krypton go flying all over the universe,
okay.
but and keep popping up in embarrassing places. But essentially, yeah, and that's how and that's the story of Superman. And I mean, yeah, that was every kid in the '50s knew that story.
Okay, so it's identical to the movie with Christopher Reeves back in the 70s.
Oh yeah, basically that's the story. Yeah,
Okay,
I
cool.
mean, sure. And in fact, I have in my collection the Superman episode, the very first Superman TV episode was, what's his name, the guy that jumped off the roof.
Uh,
I can't think of his name right now. Steve, what's his name? The guy who, anyway.
I thought his name was Reeves also, wasn't it?
Yeah, Steve Reeves. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that was the actor. What was it? The other guy, the super Hercules character. Anyway,
Yeah.
the guy who committed suicide. But in any event, that's Superman. And yeah, the very first episode is, Jor-El talking to the Supreme High Council of Supreme Learned Scientists and explain to him, hey, Krypton's going to blow up. And they said, yeah, right, you're Al Gore. Come on, here, give me a break.
Yeah.
Let me know when you invent the internet, all right? Yeah. But in this case, Jor-El is right. Unfortunately, Al Gore saw that TV episode.
Yeah.
And
Oh, and
he identified with Jor-El to the point that, well, we know what happened to Al Gore, aside from his ability to
yeah,
stop.
yeah. He made $500 million in carbon credits. He made almost $500 million to that carbon credit scam.
Yeah. But the point is, yeah, I mean that's Superman. And Superman, like I say, he lands on Earth and he
Uh-huh.
becomes a total wimp.
Right.
You know,
Ah.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I have this collection of I have a massive collection of comic books, both physical ones and digital.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In fact, I've got an external hard drive that's just almost full of digital comic books. In any event, one of them is a Superboy comic book.
Okay.
And this one almost got me stopping reading Superboy.
Okay.
You know how I am about animals.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, especially my animals. There's Crypto gets into some sort of terrible trouble, and they're going to execute Crypto. Well, of course, Crypto is not. They come up with a Deus Ex Machina ending. But I looked at that and I said, "You're Superboy. This is your dog. How badly do these people want to die? Do they want to see you take their children and break them in two, one at a time, in front of them?"
Ah.
You
So
know, I mean, think if that had been instead of wimpy little Superboy, Uncle Chuckie.
yeah.
See the mushroom cloud.
Yeah. Exactly. I would be.
The hole in the burning hole in the ground where Smallville used to be, with just the skeletons and yeah. God,
Jeez.
wimp.
So the dog came from Krypton also?
Yeah, the dog came from Krypton too and has superpowers too, but was like Superboy, vulnerable to kryptonite.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
but I mean, this whole thing, you're Superboy. You're going to let them get away with even thinking this?
Yeah.
You don't immediately burn the mayor alive with your heat vision?
Yeah. Maybe I guess that's the reason why you turned out to be the mild-mannered reporter.
Yeah, he might as well have been. Hell, I don't know how he ended up with Lois Lane and Lana Lang. The guy had to be gay anyway.
God almighty. Well,
George Reeves, that was the name of the actor.
George Reeves. Okay.
George Reeves, yeah. Steve Reeves was Hercules. George Reeves was Superman.
Yeah, I knew it was like the Reeves curse or something. Yeah.
And Christopher Reeves is the one who fell off the horse.
Yeah, dumbass. God. I mean, the guy's
Superman you are. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this guy was like 6'2". I mean, he was a very tall guy riding a horse.
Yeah. Well, now here's the thing: George Reeves,
Uh-huh.
the real Superman.
Right.
He was an actor who basically performed in Republic serials.
Uh-huh.
Okay. He almost always played a bad guy.
Okay.
Yeah. When he was in the serials, he played the bad guys. He very rarely played a hero, and he ends up playing, the ultimate hero on television.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, I bet Hoover had that guy investigated all over the place.
Oh, I'm sure Hoover did, but hey, Hoover had everyone investigated who wasn't having sex with his dog. Come on.
Yeah. God. Oh,
I
man.
never understood why somebody just didn't put a gun to Ed Jaeger Hoover's head and pull the trigger. God.
I mean, he had a great gig. He had at the time, I guess it was probably one of the top,
Oh yeah, people worshipped at the feet of J. Edgar Hoover. They
investigators
he said, and why is this guy alive?
Yeah, I mean, basically all you got to do is follow. And I'm sure he had dirt on every president.
Yeah,
every
he had dirt on everybody.
Yeah,
and his fall came about when a congressman struck back by getting the dirt on him.
Oh, about wearing the dresses.
About and that was sort of an J. Edgar Hoover kind of. He died in office, but what happened was you had the period in the late 60s, early 70s when you had all these people say, we don't care what the FBI says. They're all a pack of liars anyway.
Yeah.
Like now.
Yeah.
Like now. I mean, really, would anyone believe a word out of the FBI?
With a guy like Comey, hell no.
Any of them. I mean, who would believe them?
No, J. Edgar Hoover, he's sleazy.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. If I were on a jury and all the evidence they had came from the FBI, I'd vote not guilty in a heartbeat. That all you got?
I used to watch the show back in the 70s, early 70s, the FBI.
Yeah,
with the
70s. Yeah, with Ephraim Zimbalist Jr.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I love that show, but I
Oh, it was a
didn't
good show.
realize.
It was entertaining.
But I
Yeah,
didn't realize, and all the scripts had to be they had to be
of
approved by
course, of
the
course.
every
Jake
yeah
approved all the scripts. Yeah, I know.
yeah, and it was
Hey, when I
basically
was 13 years old, when I was 13 years old, I took the grand tour of Washington to see all the holy sites. One of the holy sites was the tour of the FBI building.
uh huh.
And the tour concluded in their target range with a couple of agents firing off Tommy guns, and then every kid got two 45 caliber bullets from the Tommy guns.
Uh-huh.
Well, little did I realize that 2 years later I would be in a target range firing a Tommy gun.
Yeah.
Damn thing nearly knocked me over.
Yeah, I remember you were telling me about that thing.
Oh yeah, I mean, God, heavy as hell. I was not a very big kid, and the recoil of that thing in full auto. Holy Jesus Christ Almighty! Ah,
Yeah, yeah. I was talking to David yesterday, and he carried a M16 back in Vietnam, and what he was describing, I guess, was the 5.56
yeah,
round is what he was
basically
using.
that's it. Hey,
Yeah,
it's the same ammunition your AR fires.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And he told me, like, if you put that thing in full auto, yeah, it'll start rising. It'll definitely start kicking. It was,
Sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I asked him, said, how good was it? What did you usually use it for? He said, oh, just to spray the field in front of them, that kind of thing. Just put
Well,
some
yeah,
suppressing fire.
yeah.
Yeah,
The truth is, on full auto, unless you're firing from a bipod, a rifle
that's
at full auto is not going to be very accurate. You're going to be lucky to hit anything.
and that's what he said. He said they carried those little, it's like two wires that like a cross, and the rest of the gun of the M16 on top of that. He said, yeah, that's what they carry. No joke. I'm glad you mentioned that.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, and I gotta say that ammunition. People think, oh yeah, AR-15 or excuse me, AK-47. Oh, kick that's butt. Yeah, I agree with these people. I think the performance, like when it comes to penetration or whatever, yeah, it's a larger bullet. It's going to do a lot more damage. But when it comes to actually stopping a human being, I have
You
my
don't need that big a bullet.
you don't need that big a bullet. And the beautiful thing about the 5.56, it's made to do a little bit of dancing, and when it dances inside of a human being, it starts tearing up vital organs. And I think basically that gun was designed to maim, not kill. So what it was is maim one the enemy, and that way you have to tie up resources
Yeah,
from
of
that
course, yeah.
platoon, what have you.
Yeah, that was one
Yeah.
of the ideas, yeah. But essentially what you wanted was a gun that was light,
Uh huh.
and you were able to carry a lot more ammunition. The problem with the AK-47 is it weighs a freaking ton,
Hmm.
and because it uses a bigger bullet, you can't carry as much of it,
Right.
and it has a little problem with mud.
Really, I thought it was supposed to be. I, I thought it was the whole idea. It was so
No, 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 no. It
wild,
had
nothing but mud puddles.
its charging handle is exposed.
Uh huh.
So if you
Okay.
get a really muddy environment, it will jam.
Oh, okay. That always had a reputation for not jamming. I thought that
No,
was
no,
like
they
the
jam.
approach.
You get the right
Yeah.
stuff in there, they'll jam. Any
Yeah.
gun will jam if you get the
Oh
right.
hell yeah. Oh yeah. I agree.
I mean, it's just the way they are. And that's a vulnerability of the AK-47. And like I say, the thing is a goddamn ton.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. AR-15, which is like I said, is basically just an M16. The AR-15 or the AR-16 or AR-15. That weapon 4 or 5 pounds maybe. You put a loaded magazine in it, maybe six and a
It was
half,
six and a half
7.5
pounds.
pounds. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just very easy to maneuver, very easy to carry, easy to tear apart and clean.
Now
I
they
mean,
weren't
it's
as
just a
easy to not well, the first M16s were not that easy to maneuver because they were long. Okay,
uh-huh,
they were long, uh, and
uh-huh,
so they had that issue. Yeah.
yeah,
And then they got shorter and shorter over the years, but the ones were long, and they had other structural issues because they were light.
yeah,
Yeah,
right,
and
right.
there was another issue
Well,
that there was another issue at the time in Vietnam.
mm-hmm,
The troops carrying them had essentially trained with were used to either M1s or M14s.
Different weapon.
No. Wait.
Oh, okay.
So they got their hands on an M16 that was so damn light that they actually didn't trust it.
Oh, gotcha.
They were jokingly
Gotcha.
called Manny. The nickname for the M16 was the Manny Mattel,
Oh, God. I think
after all the toy guns of the period. Yeah, they
yeah,
thought it was a toy.
I even heard. I'm glad you reminded me of that. I even heard that Mattel actually built some of the parts for those guns.
Oh, I
I
wouldn't be
don't,
surprised if they did. I don't know that they did, but I wouldn't be surprised. Subcontracted for some.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I mean, but with the polymers and the things they use today, I mean, uh, these guns now, they're as good as, if not better than metal. They're more durable than metal.
oh
They,
yeah, the polymers.
you
Yeah.
step on them. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And yeah, I built a couple of AR-15s to see if I could do it, and it's really not that difficult, Chuck. It
Well,
really
I
isn't.
know it
I
isn't.
mean, and basically
I've seen the videos on how to do it. Sure.
yeah.
Once you mill that upper, um,
Oh yeah. 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 Don't be giving anybody any strange ideas.
oh,
But
everybody knows. Hey, you look at the videos, everybody knows. Okay,
yeah,
none of
yeah,
it's secret. Okay, um,
yeah, yeah.
and so
And
yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Once you've milled that upper, sure, it's not a problem. It's just putting the parts together.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I was looking at another one called I think it's the 308 Blackout, which basically uses subsonic
Yeah,
ammunition.
the blackout ammunition. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the lower is the same. You're using the same caliber, but you're using a different upper. And I think you're even using the same magazine for 556. But that is something I was kind of looking into, like, and maybe a future add-on because they're interchangeable with the AR-15s. I may try to get one of those uppers. I'm looking at those things. That looks sweet. I pretty much got every firearm that I ever want. I already got all of that. There's always that one little thing that you see that you think, that would really be nice to have. And I think I'm looking at that in my future. That may be a Christmas present to myself. Is a blackout upper for an AR-15. Yeah, well, what can I say? That's my little thought.
No doubt, when you do, I'll hear about it.
Yeah, I'll show it to you.
You'll show it to me. I know you can't resist it.
Oh man. Oh yeah. Oh geez. Yeah, but yeah. I mean, I carry a pump shotgun in my vehicle at all times. I do at all times. Hell, I even have one when I went up there.
I know. I sat on it.
Yeah.
Damn, it blew my ass off.
Yeah. No, I keep about 100 rounds of buckshot with me. So I figured if the day ever happens.
What were you expecting to run into?
It makes me feel better about myself. But no, it's just one of those things where, I carry a bug out bag in the back.
I know you do, and I don't understand why. I mean, the thing is, if you had a real disaster, the wisest thing would be to shelter in place because you've already got your shelter.
Yeah, but
I mean, I got run out somewhere where everybody's going to be shooting each other.
I got 2 weeks of food there. I got tent, sleeping bag, got all kinds of stuff there. I'm for any weather conditions. I'm good to go, and it's just one of those things where first aid supplies, all that good stuff. Yeah. But I look at it as being prepared because I mean, hey, a tornado could come through here and tear the entire city apart, and there'd be nothing. And but at least I know I would not starve that night. I'd have dry clothes to wear that night, and I'd have a warm place to sleep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you stay in place. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't
Well,
running off somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I might be in the middle of nowhere. You never can tell.
What
I
could
may
you
have
be
to
doing
leave
in
in
the
a hurry.
middle of nowhere?
It's a typical day in the neighborhood for me. I'm not only so.
I mean, you live in the middle of nowhere. I know that, but still, how would you know the difference?
Yeah, exactly. But Yeah, I try to keep a low profile. Yeah, I really do. Nobody knows. If they were to meet me on the street, they'd have no clue what I do.
I'm
None.
sure of that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, that's what I try to do. It's just
Yeah.
be as as much out of the way as possible. What can I say? All right,
Yeah.
but yeah, let's see. Now, oh yeah, by the way, before I forget about this, yeah, I think I want to tell everybody I did talk to Carissa Hartley today, and she is getting over her bronchitis, or excuse me, pneumonia, walking
Yeah.
pneumonia. She's
So
getting
with
over
walking
that,
pneumonia.
and
Yeah.
yeah, and she promises that she will be on the air next Sunday.
Oh,
So I'm
good.
looking forward to
Good.
this. Yeah, she
So she won't have the pneumonia walking around and
Yeah, yeah, and I was thinking about getting Carissa and Shelley Wright together and seeing what the hell they could come up with, because they both got some serious mojo. I'm really impressed with this woman. So, but yeah, we'll see where it goes. But other than that, I think I pretty much said all I needed to say this week. Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about any kind of radionics stuff tonight. We really
well, we
didn't.
did
Is there?
briefly about sending the theme from MASH.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Close enough. Close enough. Close enough.
Yeah.
Suicide is painless.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hey, it works. No, but
oh,
anyway,
no, hell, I haven't got any helpful hints. This is going to be basically just a
hey,
radio.
the idea is we always try to leave people with some helpful hints.
I, I don't know. We're dropping the ball this week. I don't know. I haven't got a. I can't come from the damn thing, Chuck. I don't know.
No,
I mean,
let's see how to send the suicide subliminal and how to build your own M16.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think we gave them a few little hints. Nothing too dramatic.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, you can look a lot of stuff up on YouTube,
Yeah,
and
really,
hopefully,
I mean,
yeah.
it's not. The thing is, it's not a secret. Ah,
Oh, man, yeah, no joke. Yeah, it's, you got millions of people out there that own these types of rifles, and there's plenty of
there's
self-help
about a
videos out
hundred
there.
million of them.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're not
It
giving
really
away
is.
any.
I mean, the actual number is probably close to 100 million of
Oh,
the
yeah,
pattern. Yeah,
yeah.
it,
You
it's
can
a
watch,
very it's one of the most popular hunting and sporting rifles out there now.
oh, what, they are 15?
Hmm.
Oh, really? I can
It
understand
is. It
why.
is. It's a standard hunting rifle.
Oh, I can understand why.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean I think it's effective. It doesn't, again, the diameter, the diameter of the bullet is about the same as a 22 round. I mean,
Yep.
it's maybe 20% heavier than a 22, a typical
Yeah.
22 round. But that sucker is going about.
It'll take care of the deer. It'll take care of the game warden. I mean, it's the other hunters. Yeah.
Oh wow!
And every
No,
once in a while, they have a dispute over who shot the deer, and so they end up,
oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I think it goes like about 3,500 feet a second. I think it's a typical round,
I don't know.
somewhere in the
I've
neighborhood.
never actually chased one to time it, so I don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know a 22, like a typical one, is like about 1,200 feet per second, and I think yeah, about six is like about 30, yeah, about 3,500 feet per second. So it's 3 times the velocity at about the same weight, and I already know how effective a regular 22 is. Yeah, trust me, there's nothing sissy about a 5.56
No,
round.
there isn't. No, there isn't. It's a very effective round.
Very
For
effective.
people
Yes.
who need that sort of thing.
Yeah,
People
exactly.
who have radionics don't need that sort of thing. We
No,
have unlimited range, unlimited ammunition, and
yeah. I mean, I know how to use one, but I've never had the urge to.
no, I mean
Uh,
that's the thing. I mean, I've thought over the years of getting one,
uh-huh.
and then I look at where I'm living, and I look at what I do, and I say, this thing's just going to take up space.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, I'm never going to have a use for it.
yeah. I mean, the only thing you need is a 12 gauge shotgun if you're going to get anything.
And really, that's
Yeah, just a little birdshot. I mean,
a
that's all you
good,
need.
powerful sound emitter that can crack a skull at 50 yards is more than sufficient. Or a positive
Oh,
ion gun that will just cause anyone to be
Uh,
electrocuted as soon as they touch something metal. If you have these, it's efficient.
oh, jeez.
And they do
Uh,
really nice things with burning lasers, too. Um,
oh, oh, yeah. I was talking to a guy with multiple machines, and he put together a hunter killer setup. By the way, here's a good radio story people listen to. All right, it's going to require 3 machines, and I'll just go to the quick layout. You got a power supply, power station. You have the hunter that's constantly looking for a threat, and you have the killer, which is constant. Once the threat is found, neutralizes that threat. I had a guy that followed our advice, put together a 3 machine system, and I was told by this guy that he had some bad shit going on before he set everything up. After he set it up, things were completely neutralized, and whatever difficulties he was getting from certain human beings.
Problems are easily solved.
There you go. So yeah,
Problems are easily solved. I mean, if worse comes to worse, you can take the magnetron out of your microwave oven, hook up a waveguide and a power source, and fry the target. Yeah.
Oh yeah, note to self. But yeah, but
I think we've given our audience plenty of food for thought.
yes, yes. Well, like I said, the hunter killer setup is something that's a viable option. I'm just saying.
It is. I mean, we
Yes,
get away with the things we get away with for a reason.
that is correct. All right, my friend. Well, it sounds like we've kept everybody entertained or bored.
Now I think we've got everybody really interested. They can't wait to hear us next week.
Oh, fantastic! And next week, if everything works out,
If the walking pneumonia doesn't run and catch her again.
Yeah, I kidded her again. When I was talking to her about this stuff, and she says she doesn't know why. And then I found out that she basically rescues cats and dogs, and she's surrounded by these animals.
Good.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, yes, I mean, it's a great cause, but I'm wondering if they're maybe like picking up any kind of,
No, that's not likely. That's not likely. But
yeah.
in any event, there are bugs that float around, and
Yeah, you never can tell.
happens to the worst of us.
Yeah, she is a very social human being, so there you go. All right, my friend. Well, on that note, I am out of here, and I'm going to talk to you.
Okay, so we will be finishing in 3. Good night, people. This has been the Doc Mulder and Uncle Chuckie show, and we will see you again next week.